the story goes that we came across a tweet which I would like to share, and then we can take it from there. And it
Yeah.
is something that I feel is very relevant, a very relevant industry where AI can cause a real disruption and can actually be something of immediate value, right? So we came across this tweet which was sent to me by someone, and this is a tweet about someone who pulled off an SEO heist and stole 3.6 million total traffic. And Jake has written it clearly about how he did it. So he exported the competitor sitemap, turned their URLs into articles, and created around 1,800 articles at scale using AI, and was able to drive traffic from their competitor's website. And he has given a detailed way of how he did it. So before we go ahead and we dissect it, first thoughts, everyone, what do you feel about it?
I have mixed thoughts about it, to be honest. On one side, I think that is totally possible doing that with AI. But on the other hand, I think Google is smart enough to figure out what valuable content or what's generated just for the sake of the traffic or being ranked on top. Right? So that's my point of view.
Yeah, so generating a lot of content which is not engaging is like in the long term, it will not make any effect. I know he has written that he has gotten traffic over the course of 18 months, which is 1.5 years. But then probably they have done something at the back end apart from just what's written on the surface and on the tweet. Because I tried that, but it's very hard to get a very engaging, informative blog written by ChatGPT or any other AI without human intervention. For now, it is very tough. Also, again, Google is, as Suru said, Google is smart enough. Like, it very catchy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I posted about this on LinkedIn, and I got a lot of people saying that Google will penalize you by delisting your content. But having said that, I like the approach. Like, blindly following it is probably not a right idea. But just to generate ideas from your competitors' backlinks, seeing what keywords are working, and if you go in depth of SEO, just to find out, don't generate a lot of AI generated content. Don't post 1,800 articles.
Yeah.
But just to get an insight about what is working, what keywords are working, I still feel it's a good tool. If not done at scale, but just to generate insights, because that's what he did, right? He exported the sitemap, and like he has done it, and then there's a website he has given, and then he said that he URLs in the sitemap had to be disruptive. He uploaded it on this website of byword, again a very good tool to use, and the website gave him the list of keywords and generated article titles, right?
Yeah.
Now till here it is still useful, right?
Yeah.
At least your content team will get a direction to think. So this per se I found very, very useful. And then I think since he did it way earlier, like 1.5 years ago, therefore probably he got away. But now I don't think it's a good idea to do that, right?
I totally identify with it, right? For example, now if you go into the market and you just do a Google search, right, for like write an AI blog or something like that, you will get like 10 tools who do the same stuff. There is any word, there is I guess copy something, right? All of these tools help you write AI articles. You just supply them the topic, maybe a few lines of information, and they will just write you a very descriptive article, which may not be engaging, maybe just be general jargon, right? So probably the content is not very valuable for the end user.
Now, I came across this tool also we were discussing today, me and Anmol, and this is called Zero GPT. It kind of detects AI plagiarism. Like, isn't that cool? And like, I think their revenue sources ads, because I can see a lot of ads, it's free. But how do they do that? Like, I was just wondering, how do they do that? How do you detect AI generated content?
I don't know. Maybe they have trained it on AI generated content itself, but
I have no idea. But the guy who made this this came in January only, like 1 month after OpenAI launched ChatGPT.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not that it's very new.
Okay. And it's a fine-tuned LLM trained on like common ways like ChatGPT or Bard or other major LLMs, right? Content and identify them. But it's really hard. How do you differentiate between two sentences, right? It's really hard to do that. But of course, if it is there, of course, there will be some value, or maybe not. Maybe it's just a wrapper or something.
So I was talking to some marketing guys that I know regarding this content generation through PI. So they told me that there's something called the spam score. So Google also, so there's one domain authority, right? Everybody knows DA. There's also something called the spam score. So if you are doing wrong things, even if your DA is increasing, but but when Google is penalizing you, the spam score increases. So if the spam score is very high, then it's very hard to get your DA up. Like in the long term, again, it's very harmful for you.
It's every now and then we also keep hearing, right, from a lot of bloggers specifically, that Google just released some kind of new search engine, right, update, and all of their traffic just went away. A day before they were receiving 10,000 hits every like hour, and now they are not receiving any of them. So like Google can take you by chance, like any time if you try to beat them.
If you just type in Google new algorithm changes, so you have to be on top of it. Like even the websites would lose all the traffic if you are not compliant with the new Google algorithms. So they give these algorithms these random names: hummingbird, panda, caffeine.
Back in the day when I was used to blog, right? It's about in 2013 or something. And at that point of time, Google used to release algorithm updates every year, or maybe like twice in a year. And it was like a long process, and it used to give people time to build over things and also recognize patterns. But I guess now Google is so fast, they are releasing an update every other month. So it's really hard for people to just cheat them based on these cheap tactics like using AI thing to just game the system.
Yep. Interesting. But I still feel that there is utility of AI, probably not in generating content at scale, but at least giving that thought process.
Yes.
So in ideation, it's very helpful. Like if I was an individual and I was working my ass off, thinking about ideas, thinking about keywords, what would people use, just manually out and searching things, then I think ChatGPT would or any AI tool would be very helpful.